Hello, and welcome back to episode 11 of the Outpath series. I'm pretty sure we are over 50% by now, and that basically means that we're over halfway through. So maybe episode 20 on this trajectory is going to be the ending. And it's kind of crazy to think that, since it feels like I just started this series yesterday. I didn't. I do actually space out the recordings a little bit. That's also kind of why maybe sometimes information is delayed, like with certain subscription things, yeah, that kind of thing. That is also why it is a little bit delayed sometimes, simply because I space out the recordings, and my reactions have to be with what's happening currently, of course. Waiting on wall up, and another big thing I saw, mining post V2. A better mining post. That is amazing. What we also need to do is get the summoning table, because we need 15 crafting ghosts. I don't know why that didn't... that was weird, but okay. We have yet to build a cauldron, if I'm honest with you. And since we are going to be making this the magic place, we'll build a cauldron there, and then once I have living souls again. Sorry, little guy. There we go. Now that I have enough living souls, we can craft the summoning bench. Summoning table, not bench. Put that right next to the mine. Crafting ghost, speeds up crafting. Forager, helps me mine. Very cool. Slays creatures. And then gives me more living souls. We need 15 of these, which... okay, wow, that is a little bit. So 45 magic branches and... 60 living souls, maybe, if I'm doing that math right. Let's hope that wasn't incorrect and I look a little silly. I don't know. I mean, I could always just fact check myself. 75. I was off by 15. Unfortunate. So 75 living souls. I also went ahead and made a mushroom to change our camp. We have 34 right now. That should be fine. There we go. Better to have some spares, of course. Let's go ahead and get as much amber as we can, and then we're gonna shift this whole thing into mushrooms. Any amber on the roof? It does not appear so. Whoa. I'm also not doing it so that I can never get amber again. When we first made it, we already crafted one of these. We crafted one, and then a barrel gave us 2 more. So I'm definitely not worried about ever turning it back to amber. But now we are in a mushroom cave. And instead of a big rock, we get massive mushrooms that give us mushroom stems. And, yeah, there we go. It definitely seems like this is how you're intended to get those 300 mushrooms. Dim shade deposit. I feel like we just skipped something. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like we just skipped something. Unless this is how we're supposed to get our dim shade tools. If that is the case, having it relying on a cave is a little silly, because what if I just never decided to make one of these and just farm the mushrooms from the Iron Island? It would definitely be the most inefficient way to do it, but it is possible. I think this is like the first silly thing I've seen this game do that just didn't make complete sense to me. Obviously, we can't build in here. Yeah, that just seems silly in a way. We will go ahead and interesting. One more, and then we need to build. We need to go collect more blessed leaves. Fill these guys back up on coal, just to make sure everything runs smoothly. 200 minimum. 250 for that one, since it's supporting 2. I think that is enough blessed leaves, if I'm not mistaken, of course. There we go. And flowers are the limitation here, which is kind of wild to think about. Fully upgraded light tools. Very good. All looks very clean, especially when you compare it to bone. It's not that I dislike the bone material, it's just, it's certainly not as clean as the green, especially with the cactus bug net. It all looks like it's uniform and it fits. Though I don't know how that's going to look with the other upgrades that I'm waiting to get in the future, because the cactus bug net stays like that. That is the max upgrade. Finish up our reinforced thread. Need 44 left. 10 left. So we are very close to unlocking the new island. I definitely see that happening this episode, if I'm honest. I'm not sure how important those diving fins really are, because I'm not really doing them. I'm not really using them. Money's going to be very tight the moment we unlock the new island, because I can only imagine how much those expansions are going to be costing me. Along with the countless research I haven't even done on the advanced table yet. Wow, those markets are pulling their weight easily. It might definitely be worth it just to save up that 745, just for the future. I do think it's worth it just to get as many marketplaces as we can. I think this is going to be the meta till endgame, for as many credits as possible. There we go. We now have 2, making 300 every second. Sure, have the wheat. There we go. And then we go ahead and make sure everything's even, like from all of them. And now it's just trying to max out the merchants. And then that is the best passive income we could ever have while just simply playing the game. We go back and we collect. I mean, we could even forget about them and then randomly just come into a huge source of money. I don't think that's going to happen or be the case at all, but it's definitely probable. See how it's looking down here, and I do believe we can get rid of the amber pickaxe. Yeah, if this is the way to get the other upgrade after less light, then I mean, I just don't see it. Because you can't even craft an automator. You have to do everything by hand down here. You don't know if it's going to respawn. You can't do an island core or anything like that. So, I don't know. I'm not saying I dislike it by any means, you know, and maybe I'm judging too soon. Like, I don't even know what the next island is, to be fair. So that could be completely on me, jumping the gun. There we go. Let's go ahead and smelt up 10 less light. And then all we need to do is farm up some living souls. It's 75 of them to be exact. Hopefully, don't jinx it just yet, but hopefully I think you have a good amount of brick. Yeah, it definitely seems the sleep and food mechanic is a little silly. What potions do we have? A completely different bottle. We need a completely different bottle for potions, okay. Create creatures, create resources, magic items deal. 5% more credits might be good. How long do they last? 6 minutes. I could definitely see that being worth it. Movement speed? For sure, I can definitely see that. A weird butterfly, though. A weird berry, I should say. I misread that completely. Alright, well, let's go ahead and start grinding our living souls. I'm very determined to go ahead and get this done. To unlock the next island, the next letter, the next set of resources, the next set of upgrades. I simply can't wait. And if you want to, yeah, that is exactly how I normally do it. Like when I used the bones, that was how I did it. After I got the bones version 2, I used that instead, but before I just didn't think the bones roll as it on its own was worth it. So I just waited till night and got the bones from the slimes, and I thought that was a great way. Very efficient for me personally. Very efficient for me personally. That's what I was trying to say. Get our normal sword back. And then our vitamin C, and there we go. All organized again. And we got this for the living ghost, that's right. Or crafting ghost. Exactly 15. It is funny. I was off by 15 when it comes to basic addition, and I think for some reason, when you do more and more advanced math, the simple stuff just comes out. Like, I feel like if that was a multiplication, it would have just went instantly, but I think it's just because we rely too much on maybe calculators, you know, so we don't really have to do it in our head anymore, and I think that taught me a valuable lesson not to completely rely on things like that. We'll upgrade that as well. I don't know what's the most important. Crafting time, I don't see it. That is going to be amazingly important. Architect, I don't see it being important. Obviously, once we hit 1.5, that'll be one of the biggest priorities. Greed, of course. I wonder if greed affects the merchants. That's a crazy combination. They're just cheap enough, and once we need more amber and maybe potentially more mushrooms, depending on what these next set of upgrades are, we will see. Where did it unlock at? Over here. Wow, these are getting further and further out. Oh, White Peaks. We have arrived on Winter Wonderland. I like it. Reinforced Durasteel. Okay, so Durasteel is coming back. Very good to note. A big skull, whatever that means. A spirit ingot and a ruby. Rubies are probably going to be the easiest to get, followed by spirit ingot, followed by big skull, and then reinforced Durasteel, is my guess. So now we can get shiny creatures. Might be good. Allows you to glide by holding the jump key. Okay, so wow, okay. Maybe that could be crazy for traveling. Let's go ahead and get up to a high point. 1, 2. Okay, never mind. I thought it was a big distance, and once again, it gave me something that proved that it really wasn't. You can dash glide too. That is... wow, okay. I can't even see that being an issue, ever. Okay, well, now we need more blush planks. Reinforce sight. Give even more living souls. Attack damage. To everything except creatures. I don't know how good that is. I mean, it's 8 more damage, so it's gotta be good. A charged Octonite. Wow, this is a lot to take in. So yeah, you don't even need to ever craft Dimber. Dimber is completely reliant on that cave. You don't need it if you don't want it. Very interesting to note, if I'm honest with you. I did not see that coming. I think just baseline, we're getting an island core over there. If I can build them, yep. We're just gonna go ahead and get it. Let it spawn all the resources it can. Go ahead and see if you can fit right here. That'd be kind of funny. Nope. Immediately shut that idea down. Fair enough. Yep. Have this just spawn whatever it wants to spawn then. Octanite deposit. That just gives you octanite though. We need charged octanite, whatever that is going to do. Let's see if it's on the research table. Wow, this glide is incredibly fast and incredibly fun. Allows you to craft gems. Good, good. Allows you to craft big skulls. There we go. So, ancient pillars. Teleporter. Okay, wow. Wow. They give you glider, they give you like the best movement in the game, and then they just say, I mean, do you really need it? Interesting. Mining post V2. Yeah. These credits quickly stack up. Smelter was faster and forged advanced ingots. What is a hill chime? Frozen octanite, charged octanite, and normal octanite. I don't know what's going on with this octanite, but you can manipulate it in so many different ways. Okay, this is a lot of information to take in, I can't lie. And a lot of credits are going to be needed. Well, let's... Is that going to be magic? Teleporter. And you need 2 of these. You need 2 of these. So 120 living souls to get from here to the island all the way over there. Which I think is the only, like, well no, we could also have one over here for the merchants. I'm trying to think. Obviously, it'd be best to have a teleporter everywhere, you know, make it the most efficient possible. Merchants quickly coming in with 700,000. We build a bunch of those and basically never have to worry about credits again. And let's see which letter we get this time. Hopefully it's in sequence, but who knows. You've made significant progress these days. Do you finally understand why you're doing this? Once it's over, you know it won't matter anymore, right? Will you wait for me, or will you drown? Wait, what? Will you wait for me, or will you drown me? What? This got dark very quickly. Okay. We've made progress. Now will we wait for them or drown them? I don't... Okay, what's going on? We have 1, 0, 7, 2, and then 0, 11. We are missing some key pieces right now, and I don't know what to do. Wow, that felt like a big jump, and a lot of plot holes just came up all at once. I don't even think it's worth understanding everything right now. Just an eye. Okay, well. So we're going to be taking some eyes soon. Interesting to know. Reinforced leather. Once again, hill chimes are coming up. Reinforced earth steel. Octanite. Okay, so we can actually excuse me. So we can actually use octanite for something. Oh, hey, little guy. Can I feed it? Like berries? Stay? I don't... Oh, feed your companion. I just fed it. Well, we have a friend now. Hey. Okay. Good to know. Hey, little guy. Whatever that letter was, are you talking about drowning him? He came as soon as the drown letter came. I don't want to... What's gonna happen to this little guy? I'm scared now. I'm scared to progress. I don't want to hurt him. Living souls are just important. Like that's the biggest takeaway I have right now. Living souls are just crazy important. Also, just when I thought blush links were a thing of the past, they come right back up. More bones, reinforced Durasteel. I imagine you need the Spirit Forge to get reinforced Durasteel and Spirit Steel. But I don't know how to get Frozen Octonite. I'm guessing Hill Chimes is the flower for over there, just like Yellow Ahu was for the other one. Yeah, teleporters are going to be very important. Okay, it's a shiny tree. I was so, like, confused on why that was so much. That little guy's fast. That little guy might be faster than me. Wow. Wow, that's a very crazy spawn. Soil miners drop 25 sand per 50 stone. I don't know what that means. We will find out eventually, I guess. All creatures drop bones. Okay, well, that would have been nice a long time ago, but, you know, we have it now. No need to complain, no need to complain. We have it now, and that's what matters. And we found hill grass, which is frozen grass. I'm looking for the chimes, if they would be so kind as to show me the way. Hill chimes, there we go. And we get 5 per 1, which is good. Upgrade was mint. That is the bug? That's the bug for this island? It's an eye? Well, that's good to know, I suppose. Well, there are not too many living souls, and that's good. Fuel is still electricity. Good to know, good to know. Well, speaking of electricity, actually. Shiny rabbit? Hey, little guy. Wait, hold up. This could be big. No! Aw, well. I was gonna see how much living soul we could get out of him, but that's okay, that's okay. We'll get that some other time. We still need to build a bed, put that next to the core. I know we have, like, we can get an actual bed, but I just like the idea of a sleeping bag just everywhere. Maybe that's just me. 1.3. Wow, okay then. So, definitely gonna be getting duplication before we get that 1.3. Because I feel like that's definitely most important. Maybe that's just me, but also going to need to get some living souls and less light. How much less light can I craft? Wow, that is the first time we have ever run into an issue with stone. Frozen Octonite. Frozen grass and Octonite. Okay, well, good to know. Good to know. Octonite is very important. I still don't know where to get charged Octonite. We will find that out together. And we have finally run out of stone. I'm sure it'll come back up, but for now, we are out. Very shockingly enough. Let's go ahead and head on back to our winter wonderland. I think it's a very cool island design. I think it's definitely my favorite island design so far. I think it's extremely hilarious how an eye is our bug on this island, and our normal thing is just a rabbit. I think it's a very funny contrast. Hill grass. Quality meat, different meat too. Good to know, good to know. I think this is an amazing island. I can't wait to explore it with you next time. But for now, thank you for watching. It means so much to me. And as always, have a wonderful day.